Hello everyone. In this video I'll be discussing the solution of problem B of Codeforces round 640 division 4. Before starting with the video, if any one of you have any suggestion for this channel or have doubt regarding my explanation of any question, please comment it down. So let's get started. Problem B, same parity summation. So in this problem you have been given one n and you have to make this n by summation of k terms, which is k positive integers, but they all should have same parity. What does this word mean, same parity? That is, all of them should be either odd or all of them should be either even, and when you sum up all of the k terms it should be equals to n. Suppose we have been given n equals to 10 and k equals to 3. So we will try both the parities one by one. First we will try to make this n using only odd terms, and then we will try to make this n using only even terms if it is not possible to make this n using odd terms. So in case of odd terms, if I would take all k minus 1 terms as 1 and subtract this k minus 1 from the n, then the remaining element should give me the last element. So if n minus k minus 1 is another odd term, then we can say that we can make our n using k terms. Otherwise we will check for even number. So in this case, if we use two terms as 1 1, then our third term will come out to be 8, which is not equals to an odd number. That's why we cannot make this sum with all odd integers. Suppose if we take an all even integers, then first two term we will start with 2. We will start with k minus 1 terms with 2. So first term is 2, second term is 2, their sum is 4, and if we subtract this k minus 1 terms with n, we will get our last term, that is 6, and it's perfectly fit our answer. So this n can be produced by using all the even terms. Now let's take another case. If n equals to 8 and k equals to 7. So if we will see, we can make this 8 using all odd terms or not. If we use 6 ones, then our last x should equals to 8 minus 6, that is 2. That is an even number, that's why we cannot make it using odd terms. And if we use all even terms, then our 6 terms is already up to 8, then we cannot add any even integer greater than 0. You should consider this. We have to add positive integer to the number. That's why we cannot take 0 here. That's why we cannot generate this sum using all even integer also. The reason I have taken k minus 1 terms as 1 in the case of odd and k minus 1 terms as 2 in the case of even is simply because they are the minimum numbers in both the parity, and if we cannot generate the sum by these numbers, then we cannot generate it with greater number as well. That's why I have taken the minimum number. In the third case, n equals to 14 and k equals to 6, and if we take all odd, then 5 ones will result in last element to be 9, which is also odd. That means it can be generated with odd number. Let's check it if it can be generated with even numbers or not. If we take 5 twos, then it will add up to 10, and 14 minus 10 is 4, that is also an even number, so it can be generated with both the parities. First we will try to use k minus 1 ones and check if n minus k minus 1 is greater than 0, that is we have some positive integer or not for our last term, and that last term should be odd because we are taking all the odd terms. If yes, then we will find that answer right away, else we will move to second step. In second step, if step 1 didn't result in answer, then we will use k minus 1 terms as 2's and check if n minus k minus 1 into 2 is a greater number and even. If it is yes, then we will print k minus 1 terms as 2 and last term as this equation, that is n minus k minus 1 into 2, else no. That So let's quickly review its coding part. I have initialized t for test cases, while loop to run all the test cases, and the number we have to make, k, the terms we have to use. I have created one variable n1 which will store n minus k minus 1. That is, if we use all ones, that is, we are considering the first case when we are trying to make all the k terms using odd numbers. So if n1 is greater than 0 and n1 mod 2 equals to 0, that is n1 is an odd number and a positive odd number, then we will print the answer and we will print all k minus 1 terms as 1 and last term as the remainder of n minus k minus 1. And we will continue with our next problem. I have created another term which will store n minus 2 into k minus 1. If n2 is greater than 0 and n2 is even, then we will print out the answer yes, and we will print first k minus 1 terms as 2 and the last term as the remainder, else our answer should be no. That's the simple logic of this question. Thank you.